Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 25th going to the 1st of October. So let's have a little look together and see what is going on for you guys. Let's have a little look for Scorpios, please. The number 2 can be significant. You might be seeing 222. All right, sorry. Let's split the deck into 3. Let's put them back together again in a different order. And then we'll be pulling from the spread that we've been using lately. All right. Ooh, interesting, Scorpio. Some of you, I'm not gonna lie, some of you have upset somebody. I didn't think that was in your intention, but I feel like what's really happening right now is that you're standing in your truth. Interesting. Okay. Let's talk about it. I am going to clarify as we go through. So your first card coming out, which is your past self and how your past energy might be still affecting you within this week. You have the Artist. So this is not a bad energy to come through. You might have felt a little bit lost or unclear about what it is that you want moving into your future, but I think you're still creating that for yourself. I think you're getting clearer on what it is. Some of you may have recently got into more creative activities. Maybe you are like slowly but surely each step of the way getting clearer on what it is you want in your future. The Artist is all about kind of creating your destiny. So you guys are gaining a lot more power over it. I am going to clarify that just so that we can get more information. But I feel like for a lot of you, if you are getting into anything creative, it will be very rewarding for you in the future. Okay, let's see. The Artist in the past situation. Page of Cups. Some of you, this could be fulfilling a childhood dream. You could be working with children as well with the Page of Cups, or again, you might be desiring to connect with children, or again, do something that satisfies your inner child. That's what that is coming out with. Some of you, again, if you're doing creative activities, maybe you're connecting to a creative activity that you used to do, that you used to love doing, and I think this actually is something that they want you to do more of, okay? Some of you do have like a spirit who is looking out for you. Maybe this person is coming up now because maybe they did this creative stuff with you. Maybe this person was a bit of an artist here. Significance around knowing you as a child, or maybe a parent or familial energy, okay? Or childhood friend. But anyway, moving forward. In your current energy, Scorpio, I must say I do love it because you're showing up as the Empress. You're more beautiful than you ever have been. You're focusing a lot more on the things that you're attracting in life. Your energy is looking beautiful, which I really love to see because I feel like you're getting rid of a lot of dead weight. Somebody is upset by this energy though, and I will explain why when we get to it. I think what you're doing is just standing up for yourself. You are not questioning yourself anymore, which is lovely. There might be some things that you're uncertain of, but when it comes down to you, you know who you are. This week, you're really manifesting in a lot of things because you know that you're worthy of it, that you're deserving of it. All right, with the Empress, you guys, it could be a mother figure coming through as well. Let's clarify the Empress. So, again, some of you may be having children because the Empress is also, again, that mothering energy. Scorpio. All right. For the Empress, please, let's clarify Scorpio's current position, current situation, please. 2 of Pentacles. You guys could be juggling a few jobs, a few options here. You guys are busy this week. But again, with the Empress, this is very beautiful because you're not chasing anything. You're not forcing anything to work. You're completely kind of sitting back. And as much as you are busy doing things, these are nothing that you have to force. Or I feel like there's an energy here that the universe is really working in your favor. Just make sure that you are paying attention to things that you may not see straight away. This could be your own emotions. All right, make sure we're not neglecting that. I think you're paying much more attention on the things that you want to attain and gain in your life, which is good. You're letting go of all that old energy. I feel like shaking it off. Maybe the song like from Taylor Swift is important, but you're shaking it off. Maybe you're actually doing, that, like, what's it, like somatic dancing? Sorry, my eyes in your reading is just being funny. Anyway, So you're loving your, and I love your energy. You're loving your energy. You're in an abundant energy. The two things that you're working on right now are both going to pay off for you. Okay. If you are trying to make a decision on what it is that you want to pursue, if you're making a decision between two things, feel your way through it. I think it's super important. You might be being very practical, but you're not thinking about your emotional and intuitive side of things. And as you can see, without realizing, I was going with my heart chakra. So there could be something going on in your heart chakra that might be being ignored. Look at that. It might give you the answers that you're needing in terms of making a decision. But I think you're busy. I think you're juggling a lot of things at the moment. But this is coming from an Empress position, so it's all going to create a lot of abundance for you, which is lovely. What your higher self, your spirit guides, and the universe wants you to align yourself to at the time is justice, all right? Libran energy, but this is truth, all right? This is standing up for yourself. This is balancing things out. For some of you, again, maybe you've been giving a lot of energy into situations that just have not been that rewarding for you. So this is what justice is. You're finally doing what is right, and they want you to step into that even more, okay? So some of you, don't shy away from speaking your truth, all right? In terms of justice, in terms of what they want you to align yourself to, they want you to be observant. As you can see, we have an owl here, and the owl says that there might not be a lot of like honesty around you, but you can trust within yourself that you are an honest person. So with that being said, some of you, somebody might be calling you a liar, or has been calling you a liar, or it's like, you know, reciting the information wrong. I think you might be proving a point this week. Is what it feels like. Sorry, like I'm acting strange in your reading. Like I can't stop touching my eyeballs. Anyway, so you're balancing the scale here. And again, being a bit like the owl is very important for you within this week. You're being very observant. Like that's 360 vision, my friend. Like, the owl can twist his head all the way behind it. So, you know, I think you're seeing things for what they really are within this week. But again, this is an energy that the universe wants you to align to. You have complete capabilities of stepping into this. It's up to you to do that, of course. What might be blocking you? Did I spit? Sorry. What might be blocking you from doing that is the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Now, I don't know who else had this. Who was it that had this? I don't remember, but it was a sign, an earth sign. The Chariot and the Knight of Wands are both running away energy, okay? They're very free-spirited. They're very, like, goal-orientated. They want to conquer. They want to achieve. So this is your energy, all right? You have this free-spirited energy about you, Scorpio, this adventurous side of you coming up within this week, but it may be a little bit of a blockage from a situation where justice is needed, all right? And karma is needed to be taken action upon, okay? So if a situation comes up, whether it's conflicts or whether it is the need to speak your truth or whether it is legal matters, all right, don't run away from it. We got to address it. We have to address it within this week. This is a very beautiful energy, but because it's coming up in your blockage, it might not be the right time to run just yet, to go and do things just yet. Might have to be a little bit more grounded within this week, so that you can do that after, you know. Might not just be the right time to run around. You have goals. I love that. Write them down, right? Get excited about it. But you might have to deal with legal situations first this week, okay? You might have to be dealing with, again, speaking your truth, dealing with the karmic situations first, cutting your ties from them so that you can then move forward. In your external surroundings and what is influencing you externally is the Five of Cups. So pay attention to who you're around. There might be somebody around you who, again, like, is a bit of a negative Nancy, we call them. Five of Cups is somebody who might look too much at the negatives than the positives, and this could be getting in your energy. Let's clarify who this is. Again, some of you, someone might be very disappointed or upset with you. Clarify the Five of Cups. Ten of Wands, this could have been something that you had to put to an end. It was becoming very exhausting. Yeah, that Five of Cups is there again, by the way. So somebody's very exhausting. I think maybe someone's been relying on you and venting on you, Scorpio. You might have to tell them to go speak to a professional because that's not your job, unless it is. Unless it is, you might have to swap clients or something. I don't know. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, that's a heavy energy. Emotionally heavy, physically heavy. If you find it, this has been getting on your energy, then you might have to distance yourselves from this person. But let's see. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. What's this energy, please? Temperance. Yeah. So The Two of Cups being here in the Temperance card, this is a card of patience. This is a card of harmony. Can be about reconciliation. It can also just be about balancing energies. But there is no coincidence at the fact that the Temperance card here is balancing two cups. And the Five of Cups is always asking you to focus on what you still have. So this, again, is your environment. So either your environment is disappointing, heavy and annoying, or frustrating. You are almost there, patience, and you will get there, but just focus on what you have at the moment, just like this Temperance is, so you can move forward. And again, that might be something you're wanting to just run away from. It doesn't work like that. You have to take a bit of a pit stop and be patient. And again, pay gratitude to what you do have. For some of you, this is advice for somebody else, okay? Somebody may need some spiritual guidance. Somebody may need to take a time out so that they can really truly focus on what they have, okay? What they still have, because something has been upsetting somebody. Someone doesn't feel very happy. Your Swords. Well, there you go. That's why somebody's heartbroken. Somebody is heartbroken. I don't know if you've distanced yourself from somebody and like, all right, I'm getting a lot of different messages and different scenarios that this could be. So resonate with whatever one you wish. But there is a story coming in my head of where like you may have like taken a bit of responsibility for someone or been helping someone, but maybe they've just been like relying on you a bit too heavily, Scorpio. So you've kind of had to like let it go, and this has hurt this person. There could still be reconciliation, but they have to fix their own stuff. That's what it feels like. That there is harmony here with the Temperance card. I think this person's angels are trying to look out for this person. But, you know, they have to look, they have to turn around, they have to see it. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel upset. It's okay to feel disappointed, especially this person. I'm going to say that this person, they have a very heavy energy around them. Whether they're the kind of person that has a lot of like things coming at them at once in their life. But I do really get the sense that this person doesn't make it any easier on themselves. Because, wow, I get the energy. This person, again, it could be you. I don't know who I'm talking about, or two here. But when we just focus on the negatives, we start to see even more negatives, and we don't see the positives. So when something else bad happens, we're like, see, I told nothing ever happens. That's good for me. But then we're completely overlooking the good that does happen on what we still do have. So this person seems to, and plus I kind of get the sense that this can be resolved if this person, again, like sees what they still have left and does something with it. But this person has had a lot going on for themselves. This could be family, this could be friends. But it's like they're not doing anything to change it. So it's leading to even more pain, you know, and more exhaustion. You know, instead of like counting your blessings, this person's counting all of the, you know, curses that have happened in their life. That's what it feels like. Just, they needed a little bit of a timeout. They do need a little bit of like a spiritual awakening almost. They need a little bit of guidance here, but patience most importantly. But again, Scorpio, I think that this is somebody that you're having to distance yourself from temporarily so that they can fix their own stuff. Advice for that person here. The King of Swords tried to come up just there. Eight of Pentacles. This person might need to focus on their finances or their work. I think that they will build their skills and abilities and work on what it is that they're working on here. And they'll be abundant too. Somebody could be coming to you though, unless you are the mother. Scorpio, again, people come to you because you're this Empress. You're an attractive energies. People are like, how do you do it? Like, can you help me? And they come to you for help, support, advice, nurturing, compassion. You're a very understanding person with the Empress. But it causes them to not do it for themselves or get whatever it is they're coming to you for themselves. So this is their advice, if you can give it to them. Or if you need reassurance, or if this is about you, then Eight of Pentacles is the advice here. Is to focus on what you're good at and let that grow. Focus on your finances, like focus on building something up. All right. Okie dokie. So then we have the Ace of Pentacles in your energy, okay? And this is your internal energy is the Ace of Pentacles. You're ready for new beginnings. Maybe you're wanting to expand a stream of income and get more, whether you're wanting to start your own company with the Ace of Pentacles, whether you're wanting to move or buy a house or invest in something. Ace of Pentacles is a very good energy to be internally because you're finally feeling stable. Even though this pentacle is not fulfilled, you have a plan, or you're working on a plan, or you're feeling more motivated and stable to actually start to create that. So that's a very beautiful energy to have in. I am picking up a bit of jealousy from somebody's sorry, let me get comfortable. From this person's energy, 5 of Cups, because they feel like, you know, like you're so blessed, or why does this always happen for you? Be careful of that. Like, again, like this person's in a bit of a victim mentality, is what it feels like. And that's why I was saying earlier, someone's a bit upset with you, and I don't know if that was like hinting towards jealousy, or whether you've cut this person off and that hurt them because they feel a bit abandoned by that, or yeah, they just see things are doing good for you, and it's just, not that they don't like it, but it's more of a case that they're just not seeing their own blessings here. It's sad. Anyways, you're moving forward. You have a financial opportunity coming up for you guys that's going to be very good for you. Take advantage of that, okay? Alrighty, and then in your position of what you can't see right now is the 2 of Wands. You're in a very expansive energy here, Scorpio. What you're doing is you're outgrowing situations, and that may be people as well. You're kind of looking towards new and better things. This is a very beautiful energy to be in, and what you can't see right now is just the fact that you're expanding. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't see. Let's clarify the 2 of Wands for you. There could be like a travel or a trip coming through. You might find yourself moving way further away from maybe where you are now, or family, whatever, than what you expected or anticipated. Let's clarify the 2 of Wands. 4 of Cups. That's interesting. Maybe you can't see that you're growing and expanding right now. 4 of Cups. This is like, I think, of course, as long as your decisions aren't made to entrap you, maybe you're feeling a bit stuck. I feel like this is just a bit of what you're telling yourself, is that you feel stuck. I think what the reality is, and I don't always get that from this combination, Scorpio, is what you're actually doing is that you are becoming a bit of a perfectionist when it comes down to your future. Of course, make sure you're taking opportunities that feel right for you, but also don't feel guilty that you're denying a lot of things that come in if they don't feel right. You know, the 4 of Cups usually is, again, that rejection. If something doesn't look the way that you want it to, you're rejecting it. It's the card of contentment here. But because it's with the 2 of Wands, and what you can't see is that maybe you're feeling like you should be growing more, expanding more, but you're already expanding. It's okay. I think for some of you, what you are doing is actually bringing an idea into your reality. So if you don't see in front of you yet, it's not because you're stuck, it's because you're still bringing it in. I think there's a strong manifestation energy with these 2 cards. You are being called to expand though, so maybe for some of you, what you are not seeing is that, like, you're not going to stay where you are. Trust me, you are going to be constantly moving. This is Scorpio's life, I'm afraid. But in this case, it feels like there are bigger, better things here. Of course, don't reject things that you know will be good for you. And if it's an excuse of, oh, it's outside my comfort zone and I just don't feel like I'm a bit ready for that, then of course those are more fear mindsets. But in terms of, if it just actually doesn't feel right and you're like, actually I don't think I ever want to do that, then of course don't take it. But so that's your message of what you can't see right now. You are expanding and you're being called to expand. All right. And for bigger things in your near future, you're the Knight of Cups. So some of you, there could be some romance coming through. You definitely have something coming up for you in the near future that is going to cause you to be a bit more vulnerable, especially when it comes down to going to new levels. You will be having to come outside your comfort zone for a lot of you, Scorpio. But again, this feels very romantic. So let's see in the near future, please, for Scorpio. The Death card. It could be another Scorpio here. Near future. Near future, please, for Scorpio. The Sun and the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are meeting a life partner in the near future, okay? So the Death card with the Knight of Cups. This is just a really big transformation that's happening in your life. The Death card speaks of inevitability, okay, of old situations coming to a close and new beginnings. So this Knight of Cups could be definitely a new person. So now that you might be getting rid of somebody who might be draining your energy, a bit of an energy vampire. I don't know if it's intentional or not, to be honest, whoever that Five of Cups is about, if it is romantic. But once you're kind of removing that as an influence in your life, I do believe with the Knight of Cups, Death card, the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody that you probably, if you want, will have children with, or a business with, or a home with. Okay, like, so this is someone that you invest into for the long term. Okay, with the Sun card, it's about happiness, joy. You're gonna feel like, I want to say on top of the moon, but it's the Sun card, so on top of the sun. With this energy, it's joy, optimism, and it's just success and happiness. It's the best card in the deck, so it's very good in the near future. There's a very big change coming in. For some of you, you may be the one making this change. All right, as I said, if this is not romantic and meeting your romantic partner, the Knight of Cups is saying that sometimes we have to cross this emotional barrier to get to new experiences and new territory. So this new territory that you're going into, coming from you being vulnerable and doing something outside your comfort zone, or again something uncomfortable, you are going to be very successful when it comes down to that. Abundance wise, happiness wise, your future looks very bright, Scorpio. Like, I suddenly smell food always. I don't know whose reading I smell food in, but now I'm smelling like, I don't know if it's onion rings or if it's just like baked food, you know, like with batter on it or something. I don't know. Like, anyway, random. Let's go. Or breadcrumb. Anyways, you know, there's any food, I'm smelling that like breadcrumb or batter like vibes. Anyway, doesn't matter. Random. Okay. All right, anyway, let's go into your distant future. You have the Six of Swords. There's going to be some travel coming up for you guys. This is a lovely card because, again, it does speak of the fact that you're still moving forward. I do see stability coming into your life, but in the distant future, you may move abroad. You may travel a lot. You know, there does feel like there is this, it's an unstable energy, but it more feels like the case of, well, I guess this is also what you're moving into. This new beginning is going to be that outcome, the Sun card and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're still traveling that way. So don't feel discredited or discouraged with the Six of Swords. You've moved out the worst chapter of your life is what it feels like. And in a distant future, you've taken the lessons. You will be taking the lessons. You'll be moving towards a lot more calmness in your life. All right, but this still represents a journey, okay? So you'll still be going on a journey. Shut up. It's being clarified by the Six of Swords. What the hell? A lot of movement coming up in your future. Again, I have been saying this to you. Scorpios, you represent the death card, right? So it is about constant changing. Constant endings, constant new beginnings. It doesn't have to be endings with people, but it's like the fact that you're always changing. That's why you are known for the Phoenix rising. You're constantly changing, you're constantly evolving. And it's just highlighting that in the future, that you're kind of gaining a lot of lessons in the future. Two of Swords and the Page of Cups in a distant future, okay? There may be an apology coming through, but the Two of Swords says that this is blocked off. For others of you, it's very important to make sure that you are still feeding into that inner child and not blocking that off as well, okay? Alrighty, and in terms of your advice, my loves, and what to do, well, the universe wants you to hear and do is with the Devil card, okay? Now, the Devil card is about removing chains from things, anything that is tempting or anything that is kind of classed as a habit and addiction, something that might have a lot of codependency involved. This is kind of maybe a sexual attraction card as well, okay? Obsession in some way, whatever it is that you might be obsessed with. Change to, the Devil says here that we can cut the ties of that once we realize that there is a fear that is causing that, or some sort of limited belief, because the Devil wants to chain us up. It doesn't want us to grow like we are meant to do in our lifetime. So anything that's trying to hold you back or keep you chained to them, don't feel responsible for people. It's not your job to fix people. It's not your job to like chain yourself up just so that other people, you know, I would say to do better, but it doesn't seem like they are. It feels like somebody doesn't really want to change, but also doesn't want you to go, whether it's a friend or whatever. It's like, I think someone wants some pity, but I feel like for some of you, you are having to kind of tell this person. Queen of Swords is a very cutthroat energy. It's like, well, you're giving somebody the truth. It's that Libran energy, as we were saying with the Justice card. Like, cut yourself away, tell them what needs to be said. I think some of you are getting a gift from a father figure, or again, an opportunity. Some of you could be becoming your own boss here. That would be a really good combination of these cards. You're becoming a lot more headstrong, Scorpio, which is that Queen of Swords energy as well. Like, you're making a lot more big decisions. Like, you're not holding back. You're not being held back by the devil energy. Even if it's your own habits and your own storylines that we tell ourselves from time to time. You're confronting that Six of Cups energy. So you're confronting the past. You're confronting people that you've known, if they are, soulmates or still lingering. You're confronting people who may have hurt you, or again, you're detaching yourself from anything that has hurt you, or anyone that has hurt you, or is holding you back. All right, we have self-acceptance coming through for you guys within this week. I don't know if this is going to get like so self-acceptance here. Like, they have like a big nudity warning, so I probably should not show these cards, to be honest. All right, we have signs. This one's not naked, so that's fine. And we have here truth and integrity. That's what you're being called to do, my love. Truth and integrity, stand up for what you believe. Alrighty. Well, anyways, I'm going to love you and leave you. I wish you guys all the best for the week. If you would like a personal reading, that is linked down below. If they're still open, of course. If they're not, then just pop your email in on a wait list of the service or reading of your choice. If you also want to be getting into meditation or strengthening your meditations or breath work or CBT, or even there's podcasts on there and prayers, all right? That's all going to be on the app down below. I have a very special link here where you get a 7-day free trial, so definitely give it a go. It is risk-free. If you don't like it, then you can just cancel it. Cancel the trial. If you would like it, like, I'm never good at these things, like, it doesn't roll off my tongue so easily, but if you do like it and love it just like I did, then you do get a 25% off the app and the membership. Okay, so it's very good. There's so much content on there. If you're a bit skeptical, as a Scorpio would be, then definitely go and check my my posted, like, pinned posts on my page, because that shows you what it did for me, how much I love it, and the things that it has on there as well. All right, well, love you guys, wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.